What's up guys, Jeff Cavaliere, athlean-x.com. I'm going to take you behind the scenes today. We've done it a few times before. One of the questions is, Jeff, what do you take for your supplementation? What are you exactly taking from morning until night? Well, I figured I'll open up my cabinets for you, and I'm going to show you why that's important in just a second. We'll come back and point to that. But I actually take my vitamins, and I'm going to tell you where I take them throughout the day and why, and then I have my workout supplementation as well. A lot of you guys will probably have something that looks somewhat similar to this, and that's a lot of bottles. Now, I take a lot of these things for a lot of different reasons, some of which are insurance policy, because I can tell you guys that even though I eat extremely healthy, and admittedly, I'm one of the healthiest eaters out there, I still feel there's certain things that I'm not getting enough of, and if I can take them in supplemental form, they act as an insurance policy for me. Now that being said, there's certain things that I don't think, especially when it comes to workout nutrition, that you're going to get the workout benefits from them unless you're supplementing. You're simply not going to get enough creatine in your diet from eating foods alone, especially not on a consistent basis. So there's certainly some workout ingredients that will be much more beneficial to you in supplemental form. But let's start off on this end over here. I kind of have my fatty acids. And again, I take omega-6 fatty acids in the form of evening primrose oil, and I take my high-grade omega-3 fatty acids. Now, the omega-6, some guys would say, Jeff, why would you even bother taking omega-6? We know that in large amounts, omega-6s can actually be inflammatory as opposed to anti-inflammatory. Well, if you had a diet that was the typical diet based on high sources of vegetable oil or from highly processed foods using vegetable oil, that might be the case. I don't eat any of that crap. I eat such a low processed food diet that I don't really have a high amount of omega-6s floating around. And also the omega-6s are highly stored in body fat. Again, I don't have a lot of body fat as we speak. So I tend to need a little bit of supplemental omega-6s, and of course I balance that out because the ratio is very important with my omega-3s. And I take 3 a day of the omega-3s, and this is a pharmaceutical grade omega-3. This is my father's own Dr. C's omega-3s fatty acid. These are the ones that we sell at athlean-x.com. I sell these because I have more experience with this, as you can imagine, than any in my life. I've taken this for the last 20 years. My father is a physician, for those of you guys that don't know. He produced a pharmaceutical grade EPA DHA concentration of omega-3 fatty acids, and this is exactly what I take. I believe in it so much, obviously, that I actually even give it to my dogs. I have it lined up usually right over there next to their food, which, by the way, anybody, since this is a behind-the-scenes video, who's always asked about what that vegan formula is there, that is my dog Darla. She's a vegan, go figure. But that's the idea is, again, I recommend to you and my family only the things that I would take myself. So we take the omega-3s. Then I have sort of this array of antioxidants for a lot of different purposes. I have vitamin C, 1,500 milligrams that I take once a day. Now, I'm not so concerned, again, as an antioxidant of taking vitamin C, of having too much, because it's a water-soluble vitamin. You know, whatever I'm not going to use, I'm actually going to eliminate and pee out. So I'm not so concerned here, but again, insurance policy. Vitamin E, same thing. A lot of the guys out there who are watching probably take vitamin C, vitamin E, but again, this is a fat-soluble vitamin, so you have to be careful that you're not just taking mega dosages. For me, it's 1 time a day, 1,000 IUs of vitamin E. CoQ10, another naturally occurring substance in every cell of our body. I take it as an insurance policy. It has shown good protective health benefits for men, especially cardiac. And then we have my green tea extract, which is, again, kind of a tweener. It serves as both an antioxidant, but it also has been shown to have an effect on blood sugar stability. And you guys know that even my eating plan really revolves around the importance of blood sugar stability. We've talked about even from intermittent fasting. It's not so much that I don't think that that pattern of eating can help you in losing fat, but it's not the healthiest eating pattern if you want to stabilize your blood sugars, which I think over the course of the day, and especially over the long run, is a very important thing to do. So I take that in addition to eating the way I do. And of course, the ultimate in the backup plan, a multivitamin. You know, I think it's good to take a multivitamin for a lot of the micronutrients that maybe if you have some sort of extremism to your diet, you might be missing. Finally, from the joint recovery side of things, I developed Mechanics, and this is our first NSF approved for sport supplement that we have now being used by MLB this upcoming season, because joint recovery, I think, is the most overlooked element of recovery when it comes to training that there is. We worry about our supplement, we worry about our muscles, and again, from Dr. C's, this is the muscle side of recovery. I've done a whole blog on it. I'll link it in the video below, in the description below, that you'll want to read over on our blog about the benefits of omega-3s as a muscle recovery agent. But from the joint side of things, we have to make sure that we have that covered too. And this is my absolute best effort to do that. And myself, I can totally vouch for it. Anybody that knows my history knows I've had bad shoulder pains, as I addressed in the video I think last week, and I had bad knee pains. My leg workout suffered for a long period of time, but as you saw, even the last leg workout that I did, I can substantially lift a lot more weight now. My knees have never felt better, and I can totally pin that to me beginning my athlean-rx. So anybody out there that's having joint issues, stop thinking about the fact that it's normal. No pain equals more gain, in my opinion. You can get much more benefits if you're training without pain. And then it comes to workout nutrition. When it comes to workout nutrition, guys, it's really, really simple. I think you need to keep it simple, in that a lot of times you'll see the same sort of array of 100 bottles when it comes to workout nutrition. Creatine, glutamine, branched chain amino acids, protein powder, whey protein, casein protein. It doesn't have to be that crazy, guys. When we created the athlean-rx supplement series, which again, the exact same supplements that I take. Everything here is exactly what I take. This is my pre-workout. I take it 30 minutes before I work out. This is athlean-rx 1. The important thing about it is no crash, no dangerous ingredients, none of that the artificial highs that you get by taking some of those ingredients that have since been banned or are just simply not the right amounts to be dosing people with. We get the sustained energy without all the extreme highs and lows. This is what makes it so effective. And anybody that has taken RX1 can vouch for that. For me, muscle recovery starts right after you train. And we have the ATHLEAN-Rx2, which is Athlean Accelerate. This is our kickstart to the muscle recovery process. We get the right nutrition in. We deliver creatine in the form of crealkaline into your body at the time it needs it most, which I feel is right after you train. And we do so in a complete formula. Our branched chain amino acids are in here. Our whey protein is in here. Everything is in the one formula. It just makes it a lot simpler, I think. And then finally, probably the most overlooked of all elements is muscle recovery right before you go to bed. If you think that you can just go to bed and a lot of times having the last time ate around 6 or 7 o'clock at night, you're missing such an opportunity to provide your body with the nutrition it needs while it needs it the most, which is when you're recovering and repairing muscle. All of your muscle recovery, guys, repairs, 90% of it occurs while you're sleeping. It's when your muscle regenerates, it's when your muscle restructures itself from the damage that you did, and hopefully the good damage that you did in your workout earlier that day. If you're not providing it with the nutrition it needs, then you're missing out on a great opportunity. That's what Athlean-Rx3. And I never go to bed a single night without taking RX3. So the idea here, guys, is giving you a peek into exactly what I take. This is it. Now, again, it might be a little bit daunting to some of you guys, or you might have a lot of it covered yourself, but for me it works. And this is the exact sort of step-by-step approach that I take. And I will tell you one big step: consistency. If you want to get the most out of your supplementation, be consistent. Above all else, these vitamins that I order here, these vitamins, this particular brand was introduced to me by my grandmother 25 years ago. And I've been ordering the same kind for 25 years. And I like how I feel. I can just base it on that. I like how I feel. I think I look the way I want to look. I feel good every day. So I keep taking it. And I stay very, very consistent. Like I said, this cabinet up here, these are backups. So that when I run out of these, I can stay consistent. I prepare. So if you want to make sure that you really have your supplementation down, be prepared. Get your supplements ahead of time. Make sure you have a steady stock of them so that you're able to keep your results coming and to keep your consistent approach, not just in the gym, but obviously here in the kitchen as well. Guys, if you found this video helpful, which I hope you have, again, you've been asking for it for a long time, make sure you leave your comments and your thumbs up below. What are you guys taking? Fill in the blanks. What else do you like to take in addition to what I've got here? Tell me what you think, why you take it, what you think it works, and or why I think it works for you, and that'll be great discussion we can start below. But in the meantime, guys, hopefully you found this helpful. Any of these, again, Dr. C's Mechanics, the RX supplements, they're all available over at athlean-x.com. It's exactly what I take. I'll see you guys back here again real soon.